15:50 a.m. WNTN Radio Boston. This show is Itali-Echo, and this is your host, Viviana Dragani. Today, my guest is Gigi Santella. He's an Italian-American songwriter, producer, and composer who is living in absolute service to the song. Raised in Massachusetts and most of his life working in South America, he's currently based in Los Angeles. Ciao, Gigi. How are you?
So good, Viviana. Nice to see you. How are you doing today?
Very good, thank you. Thank you for joining us as well. So first of all, we want to know about your Italian origins.
Italian origin. So I got a Santucci on one side, on my mother's side, and I have a Santella on my father's side. And mostly they all came to Massachusetts, let's say, around turn like the World War II, after World War II, right? And so mostly around the Worcester area, Massachusetts, they immigrated to. So a lot of restaurants, they opened there, typical thing. And yeah, they're all still there. I'm maybe the only one who's left, so it's okay.
Okay, and let's talk about your music. What is the origin of the song Iniziazioni, Initiations?
Initiations, it's like, it was meant to be like a tribute to like the feast days that they have in the North End kind of thing. A processional song. It's meant to be played like during a march, and like it's for almost for horn section for the marching band, really.
Mm-hmm.
And I was given a piece of this music, one sheet of paper from my uncle who passed away a couple years ago. One sheet, just one sheet. So that's about 30 seconds of time when you break it down to music-wise. And that one sheet of music like inspired this whole song. So it's like if you listen to the song, you'll see about like the 2-minute 30 seconds mark, the song gets very happy and very joyful all of a sudden. And that was me and him like playing together and trying to, I don't know, I've never met the man in my life because he was, much older, died before I was born. And it was really fighting with the most stubborn, co-producer, on a song. It's like, can't change it. And then it came out so well. Like there was like really like getting to give him a nice kiss on the cheek after I had no idea there was ever another person in my family that composed music. So it was very helpful for me to have some background and some roots in that whole situation.
Right. And what is your writing process?
Writing process. Let me take a deep breath. I'm sorry, I'm speaking of my writing process. Writing process is usually you wake up with one idea in your mind that's choking you the most out of all the other ideas, and so you have to you have to sort that one out first. And then for me, the way that I sort it out is I will, usually break it down into a couple parts. What am I trying to say here? What's trying to be done? And then do a long walk. The natural velocity of human beings, like there's something really magical to say about that. Just walking around, maybe you have headphones on, but they don't play music, and you hear that sounds and you hear the things that are playing in your brain. And like, honestly, the job that I know it sounds very strange, but most songwriters will attest to this, is like, it's not yours. Like you're getting it. They're getting it's getting dropped into your hard drive, like really all of a sudden, and it's all there. So your job basically as a songwriter is like almost translation, like you're translating what you're hearing into so other people can be able to enjoy it, And yeah, it's a struggle. Everybody's process is different, but I think the heart of it is it's all very similar. It's a beautiful ancient tradition that it still can make somebody a living. So it's very, very nice, I really enjoy it very much.
Right. And what is your life's most Italian-American moment?
Oh, I know. So I was going to say one thing, but then I remember a story last night of my grandmother on the Santucci side. She told me the story, like it must have been in the 1980s, I believe. And Pavarotti maybe was playing the Met in New York City. And her and her friends, they really want to go, but they're not savvy with the time, so they didn't get tickets or something. And she told me the story about them baking like for hours and baking, and with bacon they go up, and they're not savvy for the modern times, but they're very street smart people. They find their way to the stage door, and with their baked goods, they work their way in through one security, next security, into the room with Pavarotti, into the room, and it sounds very like a not true story, but you know, she got a little picture in the little small local paper of her and her friends sitting on the lap of paparazzi for show time. I think that's one of the most beautiful stories: the power of food, the power of any of the sensual arts. You know, sight, see, smelling, these kind of things. Yeah.
Oh, thank you for sharing this. And so now, what are we going to play for our listeners?
Iniziazioni, so they could just feel
Mhm.
it. Know that's was inspired by their own communities and the music I heard growing up. You know, and like in this beautiful, beautiful marching band kind of style. And I hope everyone can enjoy it and listen and have a nice time. And maybe get taken back 200 centuries. You know, it's good. It's good stuff.
Awesome, awesome. Thank you so much, Gigi Santella, for joining us today. Best of luck with your music.